lot of thinking the last little bit just about when I was in Sweden. I was having a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing hockey, being able to, go to the rink, go to the gym, although I didn't spend much time at the gym and probably spend more time at Burger King than I'd like to admit. I got fries. This is a health spa. Maybe miss that a lot and having that opportunity to go to the rink. Now the reason I bring this up is that the disappointment and the frustration trying to reach out to college programs, sending a text off to a coach, read, no reply. You leave a call, you leave a voicemail, no call back. Why am I putting the effort and the time in for a university college that doesn't give a shit about me, filling the third string spot where I ain't gonna play much, realistically speaking. I'm gonna be paying a lot of money for school, and I'm gonna be living in a country right now in Canada where I'm just gonna say I'm not enjoying my life. Probably don't need to explain to you why. If you live in Canada, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Gotta give Timmy's a good plug. The best thing you guys ever did is make those real egg sandwiches. I used to go eat those other ones. They're the best, those real egg sandwiches.
As opposed to you go to Sweden, where
we're not going home! I'm not leaving! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here!
full send, baby. The clubs are open, the women are beautiful, the food is great, and there's hockey to be played. There's rinks that are open, gyms that are open. I think it's time to give up on college hockey. This isn't clickbait. I am genuinely telling you, I'm giving up on the college dream. Just simply wasn't able to accomplish the goal that I set out to. It's kind of like Tarzan. You're in the jungle. You're navigating the jungle of life, the jungle of hockey. And to get to the other side of the jungle, you gotta let go of the one vine and move on to the next. And that next vine in the jungle is going from here, going back to Europe, going back to work, making a couple bucks, because it's tough to make hockey vlogs, playing hockey in a country that doesn't exactly allow you into a rink right now. Airports suck, by the way. I'm not flying out of the country. I want to take the train, the VIA, from Winnipeg to Toronto, switch train lines, Toronto to New York, and then over to Europe. I'm also taking the train from Montreal back to Winnipeg next month because I'm doing a Beyond Yourself factory tour, like the supplement company tour, but a lot of people have drug and alcohol problems. I've got a train problem. One of the things I'm trying to do right now that I'm working on is trying to get one of my boys to come play with me.
Come on! The meatloaf! I want to build my stick handling. That's what I think I want to do.
Well, this is a great opportunity to grow your stick handling, to grow your yoga studio, and all that stuff overseas. And we can make you some money too, so you're not going to go broke. Maybe even a little bit of booze money too on top of it, if we get lucky.
If we get lucky.
I'll give you my booze money because I don't drink, you know that. Send them a message, tell them to come play with me in Sweden.
Do I have to tell them not to harass me and they won't? Do I have more power than Trav does here?
Definitely have more power than Sweeney.
Definitely more power than Sweeney. Come on, bud.
You know, when I started my college journey, I guess it would have been 3 years ago when I first signed at VIU, I had a lot of optimism and I was really excited for the whole college thing, but as I mentioned, you think you're good enough for an opportunity and it doesn't come to fruition, you just get to a point where it's time to move on. And I think reflecting on what I learned at VIU, I learned how to be a good teammate. Sad thing is that I learned it after I left and it was already too late. But I think one of the biggest influences I had during that time was meeting Steve McKeegan, the former Toronto Maple Leafs goalie coach. He changed not only my perspective on hockey, but my outlook on life with the quit complaining, go and do something, and if you didn't accomplish it, well, you just weren't good enough and you got to keep chipping away at it. Steve was a huge influence. I did recruiting trips down to Briarcrest, down to Regina. I think there's a lot of potential there, all things aside with it being a religious school, but I think head coach, I respect the shit out of the guy, but I think the YouTube thing scared coach away, which understandably so. As far as the other university recruiting trips go, at U Sport, Mount Royal in Calgary, things are going well, talking to the goalie coach, talking with the head scout, and then the head coach, when I finally got in touch with him, basically just telling me, kick rocks, go get a job, quit hockey because you suck. I didn't take any hard feelings, and it's just the reality of that. Like Steve mentioned, if somebody doesn't want you, you didn't get the job, you didn't get the gig, you weren't good enough. Some might say that's borderline delusional, but this has become my job. Hockey's my job through YouTube. YouTube is my full-time job, and I take it like a job. I take it seriously, and the only thing really to do is to try to find ways to stop more pucks, play for more teams, play more games, and make more videos. There was also the university in Edmonton, that would have been Nate, that I was talking to for next season. Ended up meeting with the coach, seemed like a good guy, had a couple of good conversations I thought with him, goalie coach as well. Here's the bottom line. You can have all the interest in the world, you can go for coffee, you can go for lunch, you can go on a date with the guy. If they don't put pen to paper and say, we'd like you to sign, it doesn't matter. None of that has happened in the last 3 years with universities. No team has offered me to sign at the university level that I was happy with. There's been a couple offers, but none that I thought were a high enough level of play with the potential that I was looking for. I'm not looking to sit on the bench for 4 years as a fourth string and go take some classes I don't really enjoy doing. I don't want to plug my podcast too much, but Pat Shea and I talked about this on one of our recent episodes of the podcast. You're an athlete student, not a student athlete. Because if you were, they wouldn't let you miss classes, they wouldn't let you miss tests. You're an athlete first, a student second. The whole student athlete thing, I personally think, is a line of BS. The college dream's over, and it's time to move on. I'm gonna be forever grateful to Steve McKeegan for what he did for me, for the things that he taught me. because it's invaluable, not just hockey lessons, but life lessons. So for that, I'm thankful to him. Leaving middle of August for Europe, and before then, if my gear comes in earlier, because that's the only thing I'm waiting for, I want to go down to Florida for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Whenever my gear comes, I'm out of here. I want to get rid of my truck. This bad boy. That's also on my to-do list. I have no idea what that had to do with anything, but I like the sound of coffee beans, and I love the smell of coffee beans as well. I'm still eating a shit ton of cereal too. I know the video's got a little bit off topic from the whole give you up in college thing, but one of the points I wanted to make was that moving forward, I'm starting to prepare, and one of the ideas that I had was that, you know, I spent a lot of time eating McDonald's and fast food last year that I don't want to do on my second go around, and meat is astronomically expensive over in Europe, and one of the things that I've been doing the last little bit is experimenting around with different like veggie alternatives. So cauliflower hash browns, these like, I mean, they're a little bit crispy. They're not, I mean, they're cauliflower hash browns. I mean, what do you expect? I know if you're like an Alberta meat farmer, you've probably already left, unsubscribed, and gone to watch an epic mealtime video. So I'm doing these turkey burgers, which I believe I burnt just a little bit. Well, homemade cranberry sauce, homemade honey mustard. So this whole thing with all the sauces in the bun is gonna be 811 calories, 65 carbs, 68 protein. I know turkey isn't really cheap, but it was on sale, 2 for $12. So when you make YouTube videos for a living, you shop at Walmart and you take the deals when you can get them, so. Whoa, man. Instead of spending all your time on the couch watching the playoffs this year, have you ever thought about making some cold, hard cash? I got an idea for you. If you've been looking for a way to bet on your favorite sports teams, whether it be the NBA or the NHL, and get pure cash back, look no further than BetSafe.com. 20% cash back up to $5,000 on your net losses, and you go to BetSafe.com. We're talking cold, hard cash. All playoff long, NBA, NHL, no matter what team you're rooting for, no matter who you want to support. Until the moment a champion is crowned, you can make these bets and get exclusive offers by going to the first link in the description. First description link is going to have an exclusive link that gets you access to these awesome deals. I want to thank the folks at BetSafe for sponsoring today's video. And a reminder, please gamble responsibly. New videos every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and I will see you on next week's video. We're talking about college hockey. It's time to give it up. Anyway, see you on Monday. He loves women and he loves clubbing even more.
No, don't do the women.
Sorry, he loves men and clubbing even more. You want to see the cutest thing ever? Check this out. Guy's having his lunch. Yeah, just having a little lunch break, a little snack break.